for you. Country. There were certain words that we still did not learn. Right? Country. What is the meaning of country? What you understand about country? Tell me, Janita. Country. What is country? Hmm? Do you have an idea? Netma, what do you mean by country? Okay, country is a piece of land that's separated from other lands. That's a country, but country has a different meaning. Now Sri Lanka is a country, but while living in Sri Lanka, we just talk about countryside of Sri Lanka. That is the opposite of city side. We say city, and then country can refer to yes, here country. One meaning is nation, right? Country is first meaning is nation, the other meaning is away from city. Nation, nation. Now Sri Lankans. So when you say country, it can be the whole body of nation. What country are you from? Then they are asking about your place of, I am from Colombia. That's your nation, your birthplace. Country can also refer to the areas that are distant from cities, often where there are farms. That countryside is there are farms, paddy fields. That side is called country. And then cities, you have a lot of buildings and business. Country, you have farms and animals and cultivations. That is where you find the cultivations and those sort of things. You find country, right? Farms, those things. We like to go to the country on weekends. We get some peace and quiet. It is quiet. Quiet means no sounds, noiseless. So country is quiet, not busy place. So there is peace also. Again, there is no rush. Then there is peace. Not busy. Okay. I hope you have an idea about country. So first meaning is a nation. Nation is your place of birth and where you belong to. And then the other one is the countries opposite of city sides. Areas where there are farms and paddy fields and fields, cultivations, those things. Okay. These are the last words of lesson number 6. Today we finish lesson number 6 and then we are going to start lesson number 7, right? So I have told you we have finished the half of the course now. There are 7 more lessons. And after that, we should think what we are going to do. In this course, there are 14 lessons together. Now, this is the lesson number 6, the end of the 6. And we are going to start 7. Next one is a heads up. What is heads up? We came across these words in our dialogue, right? If you don't remember the dialogue, you better go to the videos and watch it, dialogues. I think early lessons, I revised dialogues all the time over. But now I'm not doing that because I thought if I would do that, I won't be able to finish this course even in 1 year. So can't drag the course like that. Better not rush, but there should be considerable speed also, right? And therefore, from your side, you have to speed up, uh, you have to develop, improve. Right? All right. Heads up. Can somebody give me an idea what's heads up? By now, you should have finished answering the questions because I have sent you to your group all the questions of the lesson number 6. You have to have thorough understanding. And can somebody tell me, Janita, what's heads up? Janita, Tuni, you know what's heads up? Heads up. I shall give you a heads up. Nirmala?
Warning something.
Yes. No. Warning, warning. Yes. Warning. Yeah, really warning. You are warning. That means you are giving a heads up. A heads up is a warning that something is going to happen so that the other person will be ready. So it can be warning means yeah, they are not threatening, right? Warning has maybe sometimes very forceful. Sometimes you can give a friendly, it's like a notice rather than warning sometimes. That something is going to happen, please get ready, something like that. It's also kind of no warning, right? Uh, Warning is not always negative. Sometimes negative. Somebody is in your boss is giving you a warning. If you get late again, I will sack you. You have no job, right? So that's the warning. That kind of warnings are negative. You don't like to have warnings like that. But sometimes somebody might give a warning like this. Now look at this warning. Hey mom, I am bringing a friend home for dinner and want us to give you a heads up that for the dinner somebody is coming, my friend is coming. I'm giving you a heads up. That means get ready for the friend to treat to that friend, prepare the dinner for him also, right? So I'm going to give you. I wanted to give you a heads up. Right? It's always heads up, not head up, right? It has to be. There should be an S. So you use the singular article head, a heads up, right? Don't think heads means many, so there shouldn't be a. So if it is a because of a, it should be head up and heads up. No heads up, right? We have heads up always. It can be heads ups. So however, it goes like that, but it's considered as singular. So don't worry about the grammar of idioms. They are idioms. In Sinhalese language also, the whole language is full of idioms. Idioms are words that we use, they are out of place. Now if you say, එයාට හොඳටම තද වෙලා තියෙන කියලා කිව්වොත් තද වෙලා තියෙනවා කිව්වම there is no meaning, right? Only the people who use the language understand. Right? නැත්නම් තද කියන එකේ තේරුම වෙනස්. So head කියන එකේ තේරුම වෙනස්, but if you say heads up, anybody understands. Those who speak English understands. මේ වගේ වචන spoken words. මේවල the warning කියන එක නම් අපේ ලංකාවේ මිනිස්සු ඕනනේ දන්නවා warning. නමුත් උග දෙනෙක් දන්නේ නැහැ heads up කියන එක. නමුත් මේ heads up වගේ දේවල් හරි common. දැන් උදාහරණයක් ඇරෙන්න අපි සිංහල භාෂාව කතා කරන්නේ නැති කෙනෙකුට කවදාකවත් ඉගෙන ගන්න හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. මට තද වෙලා ඉන්න කියන එක. හරි හොඳටම යකා නැගලා ඉන්න කියන එක අපි පොත්වල ලියන්නේ නැහැනේ. පොත් 100ක් කිව්වොත් ඒ වචනේ හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. You understand? But අපි you can read all the books in Sinhalese but you never get that word. තද වෙලා ඉන්නවා කියන එක මොන පොතකවත් ලියවෙන්නේ නැහැ. නව කතාවක සමහරට ලියවෙන්නේ. So they are very different. They are in spoken language. So that is why we learn spoken English. And spoken English, we have so many things like that, and anybody understand. Even a little child in England understand. Heads up, right? සමහර කාලවල පොඩි ළමයට warning කියන එක තේරෙන්නේ නැතුව යන්න පුළුවන් එංගලන්තෙන් ඉන්න කෙනෙකුට. Warning කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? But he understand heads up, right? Heads up is very common. But they are not usually we don't get heads up නම් එනවා. හුඟක් අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න slangs වගේ ඒවා idioms වලටත් වැඩිය ප්‍රාථමික වුණාම අපි ඒවට කියන slang කියලා. SLANG slang. Slang කියලා කියන්නේ idiom is little good, little better, right? Idioms are better. Slang. Slangs are, it's a sort of language. Slang and idioms. We have slangs and we have idioms. Idioms are okay, right? Idioms වල අපි කියන ඉඟි වැකි කියලා කියනනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉඟියක් කරාට ඒකේ තියෙන තේරුම. මාර පරිප්පුව කෑවි ගහම මෙතන පරිප්පු වලින් අදහස් කරන්නේ පරිප්පු වලින් ඉඟි කරන්නේ වෙන තේරුමක්. නූලෙන් බේරුනේ. එතන නූලක් ගැන අදහස් වෙන්නේ. 99න් මගේ බෙල්ල ගහලා යනවා. ඒතර 99 කියන එකයි බෙල්ල ගහලා යනවා කියන එක. ඒවයි තේරුම් එකට තිබ්බහම වචනට වචන පරිවර්තන කරලා තීර තේරුමක් නැහැ. සිංහල වචනේ පරිවර්තන කරන්නේ 99න් බේරෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා කල්පනා කරලා. බෙල්ල ගහලා යනවා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා තේරෙන්නේ නැතිලු. ඒවයි ඉඩියම්ස්. right? ස්ලෑන්ග්ස් කියන ඒවා ඊට වැඩි ටිකක් හොඳ නැති වචන. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක පිළිගන්න බෑ ලියන්නද පට්ට කියන වගේ වචනයක් එහෙම ගත්තොත්. තද වෙලා වගේ වචනයක් ගත්තොත් ඒක ඇත්තට හොඳ වචන නෙමෙයි. අපිට තැනකදී කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් වචන නෙමෙයි තද වෙලා කියන එක. පට්ට කියන වචන කතා කරනවා අපි සවුත් කියන කතා කරනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ අපිව සවුත් වෙනවා කියන තමයි ස්ලෑන්ග්ස් කියන්නේ. right? so you better not use them. ඒ වුණාට ස්ලෑන්ග්ස් හරි හොඳයි අපේ යාළුවෙක් කතා කරද්දී. you understand? It is very tasty and language is full of taste and people enjoy it a lot and you feel that you are just united and everybody is together. There is togetherness and equality. So using slangs is very good among friends and in families. But if you go to a social situation and if you start using slangs කතා කරපුවාම ඒකින් අපේ නුගත්කම තමයි එන්නේ. තද වෙලා හිටියා පට්ට හොඳයි. ඒවා මාර වැඩ අපි කියන්නේ හොඳ මාර නැගලා හිටියා නහුතර නැගලා හිටියා තව කියන්නේ පිස්සු හැදුනා තව ටිකක් අර ටිකක් ඒ සවුත් වෙන වචනේ බඩ යන්න දුන්නා වගේ වචන කිව්වහම නිකන් ඒක හරියන්නේ. So those words if you speak such things they would look at you in a very different point of view. That means they might think you are somebody that you don't understand. I mean, they think you are a mean person, right? So you better not talk slangs in social, in some solemn situations. But in friendly situations, among friends, among family members, you can use any kind of slangs. Slangs වලට පස්සට යන එක. Slangs වලට ඇරි බාල වෙන එක තමයි අපිට තියෙන්නේ. Slangs වල පහළට ගියම අපි කියනවා swearing කියලා. Slangs වල පහළට ගියම අපි කියනවා swearing. Swearing කියලා කියන එහෙම නැත්නම් swearing කියන්නේ නැතුව අපිට ඕනනම් කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකට කියන්න පුළුවන් මෙහෙම. Filthy words. Filthy words කියන්නේ කුණුවරු. Those swearings. Those words. Filthy words swear. He was swearing. He swears. Swear again කුණුවරු කියලා. සාමාන්‍ය දියුරනවා කියන වචනේ තියෙන ඒකත් ඒක අතකට ගත්තාම ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි එක තමයි swear කියන එක ගන්න. නැත්නම් සාමාන්‍ය අදහස swear කියන්නේ දියුරන. නමුත් අර දියුරලා කුණුහරුප කියලා කියන කරමින් ඒ වගේ තමයි ගන්න swear. right? නැත්නම් filthy words කියලාත් කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක හොඳටම නරකයි. slangs කියන එක එහෙම නරක නෑ. දැන් පට්ට ඒ වගේ කියන්න පුළුවන් ඒක නරකත් නැහැ. නමුත් හොඳ නෑ. idioms okay. idioms කියන එක ඒකේ සමහරක් තැන එක ගාලෙන් කුරුල්ලෝ දෙන්නෙක් මරනවා වගේ කතන්දර ආවහම ඒවා idioms. ඒවා එහෙම නරක නෑ. ඒවයින් පෙන්නන්නේ අපේ උගත්කම. idiomatic language එක කතා කරපුවම we have lot of knowledge, right? And it's like that. So you understand you have filthy words and you have slangs and you have idioms. So idioms are very good. Idioms are important in spoken language. Spoken language එක කතා කරන්න ඕන idioms. Idioms නැතුව කතා කරවම spoken නෙමෙයි ඒක written වෙනවා. ඒකද ලිඛිත භාෂාව. ඔබ කිනම් කරුණක් උදෙසා මෙහි පැමිණියේද වගේ ඒක ලොකු භාෂාවක්. එහෙම කතා කරනවා මිනිස්සු බය වෙනවා. මිනිස්සු කල්පනා කරනවා මේ මොකද මෙහෙම කතා කරන්නේ? මේ මොකද්ද මේ භාෂාව? මොකද මෙයාට වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. ඒගොල්ලෝ කල්පනා කරනවා. කතා කරන්නේ නැහැනේ පොතක් කියවනවා වගේ කියලා හිතනවා. ඒක කතාවෙන් එහාට යනවා if you don't have idioms. So idioms are very important. So here we have idioms. And a heads up is an idiom. You can use that. මෙතනදී මම දෙන්නේ ඔයාලට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් භාෂාව තමයි. හැබැයි මෙතනදී කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් භාෂාව දෙන්නේ මෙතන දෙන්නේ අර ගොඩක්ම young people's language. ඒක අර පරණ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ idioms නෙමෙයි. You can use this. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ වයස හැටියට අවුරුදු 30යි 20යි අතර වගේ 30යි 18 වගේ කට්ටිය වගේ 20 ගණන් වල අය ඉහළට අඩු අය පාවිච්චි කරන භාෂාව තමයි මේ මම දෙන්නේ. මේ වගේ තරුණයන්ගේ භාෂාව තමයි අපි කරන්නේ නේ. පරණ ඒවා තිබ්බේ නෑ. ඒ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඒ වගේ ඒවා. ගොඩක් ඕල්ඩ් ඉඩියම්ස් කරන්නේ යනවා. දැන් මේ පන්ති කරන්නේ කියන්නේ එනවා. ඉතින් ඒ අපිට තියෙන දෙපැත්තටම ගන්න පුළුවන් වයසක ඇත් කියනවා තරුණ අයත් කියලා. මෙන්න මේ සේ වගේ එකක් ඕන කෙනෙක් කියනවා. right. So say, what is your idea about say? Janita, you know what say means? When do you use that and how can we use that?
Tell.
Hmm?
That means tell something.
Yeah, tell something is the normal meaning, right?
Yeah.
When you use that as an idiom, so you might have come across that in my dialogue. Right? I have given a dialogue. So, you know, the lesson, you know, the form of lesson now. We have finished half of the course. Form of the lesson means I first I give you the dialogue and then I send you the questionnaire, right? You have to answer, read the dialogue and answer the questions. And in that dialogue, there are special sayings, special phrases, and then I discuss those things. That is what I do. And after that, I give you the answers. Usually, I send you a answer script. Now, today I'm going to do the answers with you because I thought that you are not reading those answers. So we better do that in the class. Okay, now say has a special meaning when you use that for spoken language. Does anybody know it? Nirmala?
No idea, sir.
What about Mithuni? Mithuni? Mithuni is there or not? Right. Mithuni, you don't have any idea. Right. Prabodhi? Okay, say can introduce an example of a possibility, right? Possibility is something going to happen. So you introduce that sentence with say, right? I'll give you an example. I'm sure you can get someone to pick you up. Why don't you ask, say Rosita or Laura? මම අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම දන්නවා ඔයාට පුළුවන් කවුරු හරි එක ගන්නවා එක්ක ආපහු අරන් යන්න. වාහනෙන් එක්කන් යනවා ඔයාට කාට හරි ගෙන්න ගන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාලා. ඇයි ඔයා මේ කාට හරි කියන්නේ නැත්තේ මේ කියමුකෝ රොසිටට නැත්තම් ලෝරට? දැන් අර කියමුකෝ මේ වගේ එක. කියමුකෝ රොසිට or ලෝරා say කියමුකෝ අපි තුම ඔයගලන්ට පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් එනවා කියලා. say there is no electricity. Electricity නෑ වගේ එහෙම කියමුකෝ. It's the possibility. So you before that you say කියමුකෝ. Say there is no electricity. What would you do? ඒතර අහන්නේ would වලින් අහන්නේ what would you do because it is just a possibility එක. ඇත්තටම වෙන්නේ නෑ. So you can introduce the possibility with say. Say you miss one or two classes. What would you do? අන්න ඒ වගේ. Can you give me an example with say? There are so many people there. එතන ගොඩක් මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා. Say 100. අපි නිකමට කියමු බලන්න 100ක් කියලා කියමුකෝ. අන්න එහෙම කියමුකෝ. ඒ වගේ අදහසකට තමයි say. Right? Prabodhi, can you give an example? This is an example. Can you give another one?
Say you don't like her because she's rude.
Yes. Say you don't like her because she is
Rude.
rude. Rude?
Rude.
Rude because she is rude. Say you don't like her. Say you don't like her because she is rude. Say කියමුකෝ කැමති නෑ කියලා. Like that. එහෙනම් මොනවද කරන්නේ? Something like that. Janita, you have an example?
No, sir.
No. Say you don't have a phone. Phone එකක් නෑ කියමුකෝ. Then how would you come to the class? Like that. Sanduni, do you have an example? Hmm? Andoni? Nedma?
Say you were the president, what would you do?
Say you are the president. How do you solve the problem of fertilizer? Or president na me poro prasna isdani komada. Yeah, very good. Why don't you paint this room a brighter color? Say yellow, green. Ayyo me make it a දීප්තිමත් පාටකින් පාට කරන්න නැත්නම් මේ කාමරේ. Say yellow, green. නිකන් yellow හරි green වගේ කියමුකෝ. So there's a possibility, right? You give a possibility. මේ වගේ දෙයක් කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා possibility එකක් දෙනවා. මෙහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. So always you introduce a possibility with say, right? You should understand. You have to write many examples. Say 5 examples for each one. එකකට පහ ගානේ ලියන්න කියමුකෝ. අන්න examples ලියන්න. So you'll be able to remember that. Right. Next one is that one is finished, right? I hope you don't have any problems. Next one is in the meantime. In the meantime is an idiom. What is the meaning of in the meantime? Havisha, you know the meaning in the meantime.
No idea, sir.
What about Damita? Damita,
No idea, sir.
you don't have any ideas. So yeah, very dull, no Damita. No ideas. In the meantime indicates. Indicates means shows or introduces a period, right? Period of time between two events. There are two events, right? One event is raining, the other event is maybe a strike, something like that. Two events. Another word with the same meaning is meanwhile. So there's a similar word. That's meanwhile. So meantime and meanwhile are similar, right? So one is going, meanwhile another is going, right? In the meantime. For an example, you can say teachers are on a strike, right? In the meantime, workers of electricity board also are getting ready for a strike, huge strike in the meantime. Right. Or you can say president is addressing a meeting in Glasgow. In the meantime, people on the road in Glasgow are protesting. They say he's a terrorist, right? Now, Sri Lanka president is a terrorist. They are protesting in the meantime. Glasgow. So it wouldn't be very interesting situation for the president, because the people of his own country, Sri Lankans in other countries are attacking him, even verbally. So this is verbally is the first beginning, right? And when the verbal protest grows, it goes to violence. Then people start picking stones and throw stones at each other, and after that they use weapons. So they might shoot some of politicians. So they might kill them. So they might come to violence. So the beginning of the strike, I think you have heard about the revolution. Revolution can watch another. Revolution can Viplavi. Revolution in Russia. Revolution in French Revolution. You have heard. How many people were killed? Revolutions, right? Revolutions are really terrible. And Russian Revolution was really terrible, right? Lots of people were killed. And ගොවියෝ අහිංසක මිනිස්සු තමයි නිකන් ඔය රෙදි කෑලි උස්සගෙන එහෙම තමයි අපිට අරක දෙන්න මේක දෙන්න කියලා තමයි කීකේ. නමුත් ආයුධ අතර ගත්තාම භයානක ත්‍රස්තවාදියෝගේ ඇවිල්ලා මිනිස්සු මරන්න ගත්තා. In Sri Lanka also you remember that 89 I mean 88 ජූලි කලබලෙන් 88 වෙනිදා You might have heard on papers, newspapers. මිනිස්සුන්ව ගෙවල් වලට දාලා දොරවල් වහලා ගිනි තිබ්බා. ඒ පවුල් පිටින් පිච්චෙන. එතන මේ ලංකාවේ ඒ තරම් දරුණු මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා. You might think they are very timid and they can't do anything and they are very good and all that. They just only shout like this. ඔහොම shout තමයි. But they will go into violence very quickly. You don't know. Overnight they might be terrible. යාපනයේත් එහෙමනේ. යාපනයේත් නිකන් පොඩියට ඔය පොලිස් කාර්යයක මැරුවා ප්‍රභාකරන් කියලා නිකන් කොල්ලෙක් නෙහිදී. පොලිස් කාර්යයක මැරුවා. ඊට පස්සේ දෙන ඊට පස්සේ කොහොමද යුද්ධ ගියේ හැටි? ජාත්‍යන්තරයට ගියා. So they can't know. Okay. So in the meantime and meanwhile are very similar. And very means they are synonyms, right? Samana vachana. Can you give me an example? There are two events. I will give an example. It will be a big help if you go to the store and get what we need for dinner. ඔයා කඩේට ගිහලා අපිට රැයට කන්න ඒවා ගෙනාව කන්න ටික ගේන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒක ලොකු උදව්වක්. In the meantime I will set the table. ඒ අතරේදී මම මේසෙ කෑම මේසෙ ලෑස්ති කරන්න. So give me an example. So there are two events, right? One event is one person is running to the store and buying things. The other one is another person is laying the table. All right. Okay. Can someone else give okay. Somebody give me an example? Who will give me? Mithuni? In the meantime, you write them and learn them, right? Meantime and meanwhile. In the meantime. Right. Something like that. Damita, can you give an example? Please try. Janita? Hello.
You can do more investigation of this case. In the meantime, I'll search more information about this.
Okay. Okay. Then we go to, we see if we have another example. Joy had to go away for 6 months. In the meantime, Julie went to classes and learned to cook. Right? So Joe had to go away for 6 months. 6 months he was out. In the meantime, Julie went to classes and learned to cook. Maybe while Joe was with Julie, Joe might have cooked for her. Now Joe is away and Julie can't eat. And she went to classes and learned to cook. This is a very beautiful example. I hope you like that example. Kavisha, have you got an example? In the meantime or meanwhile? Kavisha?
Wait a minute.
Okay. Kavisha. Mithuni?
Please, can you take another order? In the meantime, I can arrange this order.
Okay. All right. So that means you are working as a waitress. Huh? Mithuni?
Sorry, sir.
You are working as a waitress and you call another waitress. You take another order. You take one order. In the meantime,
Maybe like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is very important that you learn the word, right? One more thing. My goodness. So many examples. What is one more thing? Can somebody tell me what one more thing is?
Another point.
Another point. Yes, another point. One more thing. Or maybe you have forgotten something. One more thing is an expression. used at the end of a series of remarks. Series of remarks කියන්නේ remarks පෙළක්. අපි මොනවාරි දේවල් කීපයක් කියාගෙන යනවා මේක පොල් තෙල් ගේන්න, ඔයා අර්ථ ගේන්න, පොල් ගෙඩියක් ගේන්න, මෙහෙම ගේන්න කියලා ඔන්න ඔහොම පේඩියක් අපි කියාගෙන යන මොනවා හරි. හරි, it could be something important that you almost forgot to say or a question that you almost forgot to ask. සමහරවිට මෙහෙම කියයියද්දි ඔයාට කියන්න අමතක වෙන්න වගේ ගිය එකක් හග්ගාල මතක් වෙලා ඒ වෙනම කියනවා. one more thing. එන්නද වඩා අහන්න questions ටික ඔය අහගෙන ගිහිල්ලා එක අන්තිමට තව question එකක් මතක් වෙනවා. මේක තව පොඩ්ඩක් මට අමතක වෙනවා කියලා කියනවා වගේ අදහසක් එනවා. හරි? තව එකක්. Something like that. Okay. Now go to school. හරි, දැන් ඉස්කෝලේට ඵලයන්. Mind the teacher. මෙතන mind the teacher කෙනෙක් කවුරුයි මට කියන්න. ගිය සතියේ අපි ඔක් කළා. Mind the teacher. Janita? What is mind the teacher? Huh?
You concentrate.
Concentrate. Pay attention to the teacher. දැන් අපි ළමයින්ට ඉස්කෝලේ යනකොට අපි කියන්නේ දැන් අපි කියන්නේ I think go and pay your attention to the teacher වගේ දේවල් ළමයින්ට අපි මේ ලංකාවේ බරපතල විදිහට කතා කරන ඉංග්‍රීසි කතා කරනවා. එහෙම නෙමෙයි මේ සරල විදිහට spoken English තියෙන්නේ. Mind the teacher. Teacher කියන එක හොඳට අහගෙන ඉන්න ඕන. Mind the teacher. Teacher අවධානය දෙන්න ඕන. Try to finish your work. All your work. හැම වැඩේම ඉවර කරන්න උත්සාහ කරන්න. And don't pick fights with the other kids. අනිත් ළමයි එක්කලා රණ්ඩු වෙන්න එපා. තේරෙනවනේ? Don't pick fights. ඒක තමයි එකට යන්නේ. Pick fights. ඒක තමයි it's a collocation, right? Pick fights. වචන දෙක එකට යන්නේ. I don't want to pick fights with you, right? Pick ඇවිල්ලා fights. Pick fights with you. Pick fights with. ඒක තමයි එකට යන්නේ. Pick fights with. You understand? It is very interesting. Right? So we say pick fights with. Pick fights with. රණ්ඩු වෙනවා. Don't pick fights with other kids. ඔයගොල්ලෝ නිකන් කිව්වොත් don't fight with other kids කිව්වොත් මේක වෙන තේරුමක් එන්නේ. එතන තේරුම රණ්ඩු වෙනා නෙමෙයි. එතන තේරුම ආයුධ අරගෙන මරා ගන්න. එතන තේරුම තු ඔක්කොම වෙඩි තියෙනවා, අරයත් වෙඩි තියෙනවා, පිහිගෙන් අයින ඒ වගේ ෆයිට් එතන. එතන ෆයිට් කිව්වම හැම වෙලේම මෙතන පික් ෆයිට්ස් කිව්වම කොරල් කියනවා. කොරල් කියන්නේ දවර වෙනවා, කෑ ගහ ගන්නවා, බොරු රණ්ඩු වෙදි කරනවා. පික් ෆයිට්ස් කියන්නේ ඒක. Don't pick fights with other kids. One more thing. තව එකක්. අපි සිංහලුත් කියන තව එකක්. Don't forget to thank the teacher for helping you with your math. පාඩ ගණිතය කියලා දුන්නා ටීචර්ට thank කරන්න අමතක කරන්න එපා. One more thing. Okay. I hope you understand. One more thing. Okay. Somebody can give me an example. So there is one more thing. So somebody is talking with doctor. You see? So doctor, I'll take the medicine you gave me and do the physical therapy. එහෙනම් doctor මම ඔයා දීපු මෙහෙටි ගන්න physical therapy එකක් කරන්නම්. One more thing. තව එකක් තියෙනවා. When do you think I'll be able to go back to work? මට ආයේ කවදා වැඩට යන්න වෙයිද කියලා ඔයා හිතන්නේ. තව එකක් doctor. අපි කියන්නේ මම මේක කරන්නම් බේත් ගන්නම් doctor මේක කරන්නම්. තව එකක් doctor. මේකනේ තව එකක් තියෙනවා. One more thing. So it is very important. When do you think I'll be able to go back to work? මට කාපෝ වැඩට යන්න පුළුවන් වෙන කවද කියලාද ඔයා හිතන්නේ? Okay. Give me examples. Who is going to give me an example? Anyone, doesn't matter. මම නම් කියන්න බෑ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ටක් ගාලා උදාහරණයක් හැම වෙලේම උදාහරණයක් හදා ගන්න මම දෙන්නේ.
So can I tell?
Okay.
Clean the house and wash the clothes. Also make dinner. Wait, one more thing. Don't forget to feed the dog.
Very good. Don't forget to feed the dog. Right. Somebody else? Somebody? Okay. Who was trying? Nirmala? Avisha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please go to the playground and get ready to the match.
Yeah.
One more thing, don't get angry in the match.
Okay. Good. And Nirmala?
Please bring a kilo of sugar, a kilo of dal. One more thing, I want to settle the phone bill.
Okay. Right, very good. Yes, Janika?
Please listen, be with your teacher and enjoy the trip. And one more thing, you have to careful yourself.
You have to careful, you have to take care of yourself.
Yourself.
You have to take care of yourself. And is that all?
So, madam, I will complete my homework and submit assignments. One more thing, when do you put my name in prefect list?
Okay. When will you put my when will you put my name on the list? Anybody? Today our good people, a lot of good people are absent, right? We don't have Samarakon and we don't have Lasit. And there was another person. That other person, I don't remember his name. Okay. Now we are going to do the exercises, right? So please participate in the exercises and we finish the lesson. The lesson is finished. So I have done. Do you have any problems, Mithune? Do you have the problems about these things? One more thing. You have problems?
No.
You are sure of them?
Yeah.
Would you write them down?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
I wrote.
Okay. Right. Now exercises. 6.1. The lesson was 6, right? The lesson 6 and the first exercise of 6. Get up. We be at the airport by 8 o'clock. This is the things that you have learned from this lesson. You can fix here. So give me some answers. Get up. So if you can answer this, you are in a good position. What is the answer here? Anybody? Janita? Get up. We blank be at the airport by 8 o'clock.
Have to be.
We have to be. Yeah, we have to be at the airport by 8 o'clock. It's good. We have to be. So we learn have to. Can Janita explain what have to means? Janita?
Have to mean something you need to do, like a rule, for like following a rule.
No. And can you explain the difference between need and want and have to? We learned that, right? What is need, what
Yeah.
is what is have to. Can you? So you must be very specific about the difference. What is have to, what is want to, what is need. Right? We need to be at the airport. Both right. Two verbs have two different functions. And sometimes you can say we must be at the airport. We should be at the airport by 8 o'clock. We have to be, they are not wrong. But I gave only one answer. I said have to. I didn't say must be other things. Other things are not appropriate here, right? Only have to is appropriate. See that you understand to use the right or the exact English. දැන් ඉංග්‍රීසි කෙනෙක් කියවනකොට කියන්නේ මේ have to කියලාම තමයි උතන්ට කියන්නේ. එහෙනම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉතින් have to දාන්න ඉගෙන ගන්නවා want to නොදා එහෙනම් need නොදා තව should be must be ඒව දාන්න නැතුව have to කියලාම එන්නේ මොකද? ඒ දැනුම මම දීලා තියෙන්නේ මේකේ. You have to revise the lesson anyway, right? Okay. Can you explain that to me? I think
Need means requirement, required something by something, someone else. Want means that's not a rule. Casually, actually I don't remember the clear meaning about want.
yeah. Want to, have to, and need the. We learn a lot of things. Okay. You will have to revise the lesson, right? If I explain that now, I won't be able to do other things. But I just tell you one words that certain things are subjective and certain things are objective. Subjective means you don't have feelings. You don't need to do something, but you have to do that, right? You have to do. You don't need. You just personally you are not happy to do it, but you have to do it, right? Now maybe you don't like to do this job, but you have to do this job because if you don't do this job, you have no money, you have no lot of problems, right? You have to do this job, but you don't like to do this job. You don't need to do this job. So Prabodhi, you have an idea about this? Prabodhi,
Yes, sir.
what is your explanation about have to and need and want to?
We need to follow something, or we are required to do something.
So what is the difference between want to and this one?
Have to means like like how to say that.
Okay, look at here. One person is sitting. He is not sitting down, right? He is not just getting ready. The other person says, hey, get up, get up, get up. Don't sit down. Don't wait. Get up. That means, does he like to go to airport? No, he doesn't like to go to airport. That's why he's sitting there, right? And he's waiting. He doesn't like. But the other person says, we have to go. You don't like. I know you don't like, but we have to go. We can't stop going. You understand? Because of some other things. Now look at this vaccine. Maybe some people don't like this vaccine, but you have to get it. Otherwise, you can't go to university. You can't go anywhere. You have to get it. You understand? Even if you don't like, you have to do it. The things that you have to do against your will, against your likes, maybe not always against your life, but you have to learn that. Please revise the lesson. Do you anything from drugstore? What is the answer? Mithuni? Mithuni,
Yes,
have you answered the questions that I have sent? Earlier I have sent this question.
No, sir. No.
You didn't even look at it.
No, sir.
Okay. And who has answered? Kavisha, did you answer? No? Nesma, did you answer?
No, sir.
Why not? You had a lot of problems. Nesma? You didn't find time or you forgot it? Nesma, did you forget it?
No, I remember.
But what? You didn't want to answer it. That. Okay, okay. Prabodhi, why did you answer? Prabodhi?
I forgot.
Ayyo. Very forgetful. Mhm. Okay, however, please, දැන් මේ හත්වෙනි පාඩම රැල්ල කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ දැන් කෝස් එකේ භාගයක් මේ වෙලා තියෙනවා right? මේ භාගය හරියට කරන්න දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ තේරෙන්නේ මුළු භාගය හරියට කරලා නැහැ කියලා මටම තේරෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ බේසික් කෝස් එක කියලා මිටි හොඳට. ඒවල මේක කරලත් නැහැ. ඔකුත්ම නැහැ. මම එවන දේවල් බලන්නෙත් නැහැ. එහෙම ගතියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ හින්දා මේක ඇඟට වදිනවා අඩුයි. අපරාධ එතකොට මේ කෝස් එක අපි කරාට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගොඩක් දේවල් ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙන දේවල් අපත යනවා. ඒ හින්දා මේව හරියට අල්ල ගන්න. දැන් මේවා තේරෙන්නේ නැතුව යනවා. දැන් ඉස්සරහට අපි කරන් යන පාඩම් තේරෙන්නේ නැතුව යනවා. එතකොට ඉතින් මොකද වෙන්නේ? දැන් ඔය මම කරපේව ගොඩක් එනවනේ ඉස්සරහට. හරි. So what is your idea here now? What do you think we should put here?
Won't.
Won't. Won't. Oh yeah. Need or won't? Do you need anything from the drugstore? Do you want anything? Need and want sometimes same. Here, I'm working hard. I'm working hard because to save money to buy a house. What is the word?
I have to.
Have to,
Want to.
want,
I need to.
need to, want. Okay. Let's say, I want to save money to buy a house. What is the difference between want and need? I told you that you want to do something means you really plan to have it and you are on the way to have it. Right? Now it's like this. You want to be a doctor. And you want to be a doctor, so you are in the university, you are learning to be a doctor, right? And you can say, I want to be a doctor. And somebody is not in the university. He is working in a factory. And he has not studied medicine for A level and he is not going to go to university. He has learned accounts and he is working in a factory, right? And he says, I want to be a doctor. Can he say like this? He is not in the road, not in the way to be a doctor, right? So you can't use that word there. When you use want, that means you have the possibility of having it. You can say, I want to have a cup of tea. So then you can prepare it and you want to have it. I want to have it, right? But for an example, you live in a country where there is no, let's say you live in some country, there is no rice, right? They are not cooking rice. They have different foods. And you say, I want to have rice. Can you have rice? You can't say, I want to have rice. You can use some different words. If you say, I want to have means, in the near future, you are going to have it. And you are working at it. So here, I am going to buy a house means you are saving and you are going to buy a house. So you are working for having it. And then you can use the word want. I hope you understand. Prabodhi, you understand it? Prabodhi? Prabodhi. Nitma, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are there any for this course? Fill in the blanks. Are there any for this course? All from my lesson, right? Lesson number 6. Nirmala, what can you put in the blank? Prabodhi?
Requirement,
Damita?
prerequisite,
Yeah. Prerequisites or prerequisites, right? You can say prerequisites or prerequisites. That's something, some qualification that you need beforehand. For an example, if you want to do A level, you have to pass O level. So O level is prerequisite, right? If you don't have O level, you can't do A level. If you don't have A level good results, good Z score, you can't enter the university. Then somebody asks, I want to enter the university. What is the prerequisite for university? Prerequisite is A level, and you have to pass A level. You have to have good Z score if you want to go to government university, or else you need anyway prerequisite, right? Prerequisite is yes. Tell me, do you understand a prerequisite? Havisha, do you understand prerequisite?
Yes, sir.
So have you forgotten it?
No,
Then you did give me that answer.
you
All right.
don't ask.
No, I don't have to ask anybody. You have to, I say, please give the answer. Anyone. Right? You all have to give the answer. Right? Okay. Waiter, we blank to order our meal now. So give me an answer. Anyone, right? Please give.
Need to.
Need to. Someone else? Sanduni?
would like to,
Would like to. Yeah, maybe. You can try. Damita?
Want.
Waiter, we would like to order our meal now. Can somebody explain to me the difference? Why don't you say we need or want or anything, and we say we would like? Why is that? What is the difference? Anyone, please. I can't go on asking by names. Please, anybody.
Would like politely ask.
Yes. Whenever you want to have something from another person, now you say, I want to be a doctor. I want to do something that your need, and it is you, right? It's subjective. Now here you are talking about another person. There is an interaction here, right? And there you need to show that you are very polite. So polite request is made by would like. You don't say I want. But if you had the note that I have given you, then you would be able to give the answers easily. Right? He fell down the stairs. He, an ambulance. He fell down the stairs. An accident. Now he blank an ambulance. Give an answer for this. Please quickly. Come on. Come on. Somebody please give me the answer.
Need.
We need. He need. Okay. Another answer. Sanduni? Namita? Kavisha?
Wants.
Won't.
Want and
Let's see. He needs an ambulance. He needs. He needs an ambulance. What is the meaning here? Needs means it's necessary. Right? The necessity. Please turn in the music down. Maybe the music is trouble to you and you want the music down. So how do you say? Please. Tell me.
Could you?
Would you turn down the music? Could you? COULD.
Could you?
Yeah, could you? Anyone? Janita? Huh? Nirmala? Please. Sanduni?
Could you?
Could you? Could you? Would you turning? Yeah, would and could also okay. Would you turn in the music down? Please, would you turn in the music down? So you can't say could you. Why could you? There is ing here. You can't use ing with could you turn. There is it's a mistake, I think. There is no ing. Yes. Would you turn the music down? Not ing, right? Would you? Okay, then you can say could you turn the music down? Would you turn the music down? No ing. In the military, you are obey orders. Military means forces, police, army, navy, like that. You are obey orders. What is your answer? Your mind obey the orders. No, it's a mistake. It's not your mind that I have made a mistake with that. What is the word here? You are give me a word. Required, right? You are required. We learned that required. Writing a 10-page paper is one of this course. What is the answer?
Prerequisite.
Prerequisite. 10-page paper. Prerequisite. Some problem is there. One of the prerequisite. It has to be one of the prerequisites. They are required to come with the other answer. So other answer, actually this one. In the military, you are required to obey orders. Required can avashyai. Obeying balaporuttu වෙනවා. You are required. So writing 10-page paper is one of the prerequisites of the course. Required, not required. What do I do to get a license? What do I get the license? What is
Have
your
to.
hmm?
Have to.
Have to do.
What do I have to do? Yeah, need to do or have to do? What do I need to do? What do I have to do to get the license? Then the next exercise, match the words or expressions in the first column with those in the second column that have similar meaning. There may be more than one match expression. Okay, we'll match. Have to. What is have to from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? A හා සමාන එක. දැන් අරකම ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් මෙතනින්.
H need to.
Sorry?
Need to. Need to.
Need to කියන්නේ H නේද? need to. තව කියන්නේ තවත් මේකකට වැඩි සමාන වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Need to and
Be required to.
okay, we'll see. C and H. H is need to, C is be required to. Okay, very good. You are required to කියන එක you need to කියන දෙක තමයි. The next one is won't. දැන් එතනින් අර දෙක තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් මොකක්ද කියලා. හරි? Have to.
Would like to.
Want to කියන එකට එන්නේ මොකක්ද? Would like to.
Would like. Sorry.
What? කියන්න. Would like to දෙන්න. Janita, what is your idea? Kavisha?
Have a good mind.
Have a mind to. That means G. Could be. Let's see. G and K. G is have a mind to. I want means මට හිතක් තියෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ I have a mind to go abroad. මට රට යන්න හිතක් තියෙනවා. I want to go abroad. Same meaning, right? Then K is would like to. I would like to.
Not mine.
Never mind, it's not mine.
Forget it.
Never mind. What is it?
Forget it.
Not mind.
Forget it. Not mine. Okay. Then E. Forget it. Forget it. The second one is not care. What do you think for not care?
Not mine.
Not mine. I and L. I is not mine. I don't mind. Not mine. I don't mind. He doesn't mind the teacher. Teacher ගණන් ගන්න. The children don't mind me. ඒගොල්ලෝ මාව ගණන් ගන්න. L එක මොකක්ද බලන්න? L එක wouldn't mind. He wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind me. Now next one is not be bothered. I am not bothered. What is it? Bothered means something like troubled.
Make up your mind.
Be in charge of the store.
Be in charge of? Be in charge of the store. Not bothered කියන්නේ troubled කියන දෙයක් තියෙනවා. Worry කියන අදහසක් කියන්නේ bother. Bothering is a worry. Okay. එකත් I and L. That is I. Not mind.
Not mine.
L is
Mind.
wouldn't mind. I would mind. මේ සද්ද තියෙනවා මොන I would mind the sound. I would mind the sound. I would mind the loud music. ඔය loud music තුන මට කමක් නැහැ මම ඕක කරන්නේ. මට වැඩ කරන්න. ඔයාලට වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන්. Can you work with that loud music? Yes, I am not bothered. ඕක මම ගණන් ගන්න. I don't mind the loud music. You can say I wouldn't mind. Okay, next one is have a new opinion. What is have a new opinion?
Make up your mind.
Make up your mind. And somebody else, tell me.
Kids.
Have a good mind.
Have a good
Have a good mind. Be able, have a new opinion means D. Change your mind. kita වෙනස් කරගන්න අලුත් idea එකක් එනවනේ. එහෙනම් I want to I thought of අපේ තුමර I thought of buying a shirt for his birthday. එයාගේ උපන්දිනේට මං shirt එකක් අරන් දෙන්න හිතනවා. Now I have a new opinion. Then you can say I have a new opinion. Then I change my mind. I'm going to do something else. Okay. Next one is be intelligent.
Make up your mind.
Be intelligent. Make up your mind. Be,
Have a good mind.
have a good mind. Yeah. If is have a good mind. හොඳ මොලයක් තියෙනවා කියන එක තමයි එතන mind කියන්නේ මොලේ. මූට හොඳ මොලයක් තියෙනවා කියන්නේ he has a good mind. So he is intelligent. He is intelligent කියනවා අපි කියනවා he has a good mind. අර හොඳ මොලයක් තියෙනවා. හොඳ මීටරයක් තියෙනවා කියන එක තමයි he has a good mind. He is intelligent කිව්වහම ඒක සාමාන්‍ය ලියන භාෂාවනේ he is intelligent. But when you talk you can say he has a good mind. හොඳ මොලයක් තියෙනවා යාට. Mind කියන මොලේට. Then next one mind. Mind.
Be in charge of
බලමු. ඒක තුනක් තියෙනවා නේ. A කියන්නේ baby sit. එතන baby sit කියන්නේ ළමයි බලා ගන්නවා. එතනදී කියන්න පුළුවන් can you mind the child? ළමයා පොඩ්ඩක් බලා ගන්න. එතන mind the child කියලා කිව්වොත් එහෙම I am going to the shop. I am going to the kitchen. Can you mind the child? මම මේ කුස්සියට යනවා. අර පුළුවන් මේ ළමයා බලා ගන්න. Please mind the child. ඒක baby sit. The B1 is be in charge of the store. මොනවා හරි එහෙක පාලනේ බලා ගන්නවා. Please mind the shop while I am away. මම පොඩ්ඩක් ගියාම මේ කඩේ පොඩ්ඩක් බලා ගන්න. නැත්නම් can you mind our house? මේ පොඩ්ඩක් බලා ගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම අහන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක අර charge in charge වෙලා ඉන්නවද කියලා. Then J is pay attention. So A B J. Okay. A B J. Next one is decide. Decide क्या तीरने का.
Make up your mind.
Make up your mind. M means make up your mind. I made up my mind not to speak to him. අර කතා නොකරන මං හිත හදාගත්තා. I made up my mind not to speak to him. I made up my mind to go to America. මං ඇමරිකාවට යන්න හිත හදාගත්තා. You must make up your mind to forget him. එයාව අමතක කරන්න හිත හදාගන්න. Okay. අනේ අර ඉස්සෙල්ලා පාඩමෙන් බැරි වෙච්ච එක මේ පාඩමෙන් පොඩක් අල්ල ගන්න නැති ඒගොල්ලෝ. ඊට පස්සේ 6 3ට යනවා. We are going to 6. There are no decent men for me to date. There are no decent men. Decent means good men for me to date. Here date means to start a love affair, right? There are no good men for me to date, me to start a love affair. Come on, there are lots of worthwhile men out there. Somebody says, answer. Give me a heads up, person. Somebody says. Make up your mind. Never mind, he's our go-to. What is the answer? What is the answer? Hello? Can you give me the answer? Tavisha?
B.
B. B.
A.
Never mind.
C.
C. Never mind.
A.
Who says A? Suppose
About
A. A, C, and B. 3 answers. Let's see what. Yeah. A. Come on. Come on, කියන්නේ මොන විකාරයක්ද කියලා දන්නේ. There are no these and මට මේ යාළුවෙන්න හොඳ මිනිහෙක් නෑනේ. මොන පිකාරයක්ද? There are lots of worthwhile men out there. මෙතන out there කියන්නේ in the world. මේ දැන් කාලේ. ඒ අදහස තමයි out there කියන්නේ දැන් කාලේ කියන අදහසත් වෙන in the world කියන එක. ඕකේ ඕන තරම් හොඳ වටිනාකමක් තියෙන මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා. worthwhile means වටිනාකමක් තියෙන. ඕන තරම්. Next one. The utilities will cost us a fortune. So you should understand, right? It's a prerequisite. Have a look at the basement. Still, the house is worthwhile. It is out there. Give me an answer for that. Quickly give me an answer. Come on. Anthony, what's your answer? What's your answer?
Have a look at the basement.
Have a look at the basement. Okay. Anyone else?
Have a look at the basement.
Have a look at the
Yeah.
basement.
See?
We read that.
Still the house is worthwhile.
Still the house is worthwhile. Mithuni? Netma? Nirmala? Sanduni, tell me, come on.
Have a look at the basement.
Have a look at the basement. The utilities will cost us a fortune. What is utilities? You don't know? Okay, utilities, whatever it is. Oh, what are the utilities? Huh?
Facilities.
Utilities, something like facilities. So it will cost us a fortune. So look at the basement. So would you have a look at the basement? Basement එක දිහා බලන්න. Basement කියන්නේ පොළොවෙන් යට තියෙන තත්ත්වය. ඉවත් වෙලාවට. නැත්තම් පහත මාළේ ගිලත් කියන්න පුළුවන් බීම් මහල්. Basement එක දිහා බලන්න. ඒක තමයි ගොඩක් දෙනෙක් කිව්වේ. Hey, why you say like that? Still the house is worthwhile. ඒත් ඔය ගේ වටිනවා. ඒත් ගේ වටිනවා. මේ utilities වල මාර ගාණක් යනවා. ඒ වුණත් ගේ වටිනවා. ඒකනේ අදහස්. Still the house is
So
worthwhile.
what is the meaning of fortune?
Fortune. Fortune කියන්නේ වාසනාවනේ. දැන් මෙතනදී the utilities will cost us a fortune කියන්නේ මාර ගාණක් වෙනවා මේ මේවට හොඳ ගාණක් වැය වෙනවා. It will cost you මේ cost එක කියලා එන්නේ it will cost you a fortune. ඒකට වඩා හොඳ ගාණක් කියයි. Fortune. හොඳ ගාණක් කියයි. Cost us a fortune මේක තමයි. It cost me a fortune. මට හොඳ ගාණක් ගියා මාර ගාණක් ගියා ඒක. Right. Next one. Why don't you consider a trip to say the Caribbean or Hawaii? There is say here and there is a suggestion here. So let us see the answers. It's not a requirement. One more thing. It's in a country. I need a heads up. I would mind that. Okay, now try your fortune. Tell me. Try your fortune. කියන්නේ වාසනාව උරගාලා බලන්න මට කියන්න උත්තර. එතන fortune කියන්නේ වෙන එකක් නේද? Try your fortune. වාසනාව උරගාලා බලන්න. Cosmial fortune කියන්නේ මට හොඳ ගාණක් ගියා. Okay, come on, please. Prabodhi, try your fortune.
I need a heads up.
I need a heads up. Damita?
See,
You read that, read it.
I need a heads up.
I need heads up. Okay. Avisha, Janita?
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that. Then Nirmala.
One more thing, it's in the country.
One more thing is in the country. Sandoni?
I wouldn't mind that.
Okay. What did you say?
It's not a requirement.
Not requirement. Okay. Hey, ඔයගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ I need a heads up කියලා. ඒක මොනවාද කියන්නේ? Why don't you consider trip? Say to the Caribbean or Hawaii. ඇයි ඔය trip එකක් යන කල්පනාවක් නැත්තේ? නිකන් අපි ගියමුකෝ Caribbean හරි Hawaii දූපත් වලට හරි trip එකක් යන්න නැතුව. It's not a requirement. ඒක අත්‍යවශ්‍ය දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. එතකොට one more thing is in the country. තව එකක් තමයි ඒක තියෙන්නේ ගමේ. I need a heads up. මට warning එකක් ඕන. I wouldn't mind. මගේ එහෙම අකමැත්තක් නෑ. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that. Okay. He's our go-to mechanic. Go-to කියන එක අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා. අපි මොන දේ වුණත් මම කියන්නේ I need to talk to him, get rid of the car. I have a mind to drive home. This is worthwhile. Okay, give me the answers, please. Yeah.
I need to talk to him.
Okay. What about others? Okay. Damita, Nitma.
I need to talk to him.
Okay. Avisha.
I need to talk to him.
What about Bituni? Nirmala? Sandoni? Okay, let us see. I need to talk to him. He's our go-to mechanic. Go-to mechanic කියන්නේ ඕනම දෙයක් වුණොත් අපි යන්නේ එයා ළඟට තමයි. I need to talk to him. Okay. Next one. This house has all the bells and whistles. We have learned bells and whistles, right? This house has all the bells and whistles. I don't see any bells. මට නම් කිසි bell එකක් පේන්නේ. It is out there. I'll mind them. But it's in the country. Right. Okay, give me the answers. Prabodhi. Prabodhi, what's your answer? Damita?
It's out there.
It's out there. Janita?
But it's in the country.
Okay.
I'll mind them.
I'll mind them.
I'll mind them.
Okay.
I'll mind them.
I'll mind them. Sandhani කිව්වද?
I'll mind them.
I'll mind. I'll mind them කියන්නේ. This house has all the bells and whistles. I'll mind them කියන්නේ මම ඒක බලා ගන්නවා කියලා. But it's in the country. Has all the bells and whistles කියන එකේ තේරුම මොකක්ද? ජනිත කියන්නේ මට?
That means up to date Modern
up to
facilities.
date modern facilities. ඒ කියන්නේ හොඳට හැම සැප පහසුකම් හැම දෙයක්ම තියෙන අංග සම්පූර්ණ ගියම් මේක. ඒක මේකට ගැලපෙනවද? ඒ වුණාට ඕක තියෙන ගමේනේ වැඩක් නෑ. මේක තමයි ගැලපෙන්නේ. නගර දුරනම් සුපිරි. That is finished, right? And next one is write a word or expression from this chapter for each definition. අපි definitions දෙනවා. අර්ථ දැක්වීම් දෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ එකට ලියන්න ඕන මේ chapter එකෙන් අරන් expression එක. On number 1 babysit. Number 2 investigate. Number 3 to feel like doing. Number 4 zero. Number 5 throw out. Number 6 to warn. Number 7 to have a value. Number 8 between now and then. Number 9 to have a new opinion. අරකින් එන විදිහේ එකක් දෙන්න මට. මම පළවෙනි එක උනන් දෙන්න. To babysit කියන්නේ you can say to mind. බලා ගන්නනේ babysit කියන්නේ ඉතින් ළමයෙක්ව බලා ගන්න ඒ වගේ බලා ගන්න. To mind. Okay. අනිත් ඒවාට කියන්න බලන්න. Number 2 to investigate. Give me an answer for that. Give me an answer. Hmm? We have an answer. Investigate.
Sorry.
Hmm? කියන්න කවුරු හරි? සඳුනි? දමිත? ජනිතා?
Look,
Look. ජනිතා? මිතුනේ?
Look into.
කවුද මේ අපි අඩු වුනේ? සඳුනි? කෙනෙක් කවුද? ජනිතා who left? Hmm? ජනිතා? ඒක දමිත නෝද?
Netmo.
netma. Okay. What is it? To have a look. Investigate means to have a look. Then to feel like doing. කරන්න හිතෙනවා. I feel like going home. I feel like doing that. කරන්න හිතෙනවා. Do a word for that. Hmm? Hmm? Okay. Other connection. Other connection.
Would rather.
Would rather. Rather කියන එක නම් මේක හම්බුනේ නැහැ නේ. මේකේ තියෙන expressions වලින් ඉන්නේ. To have a mind to. කරන්න හිතක් තියෙනවා කියන්නේ. Zero. Give me now. See me the word we goes from here.
No one.
Huh?
No one.
No one. None.
No.
None. And to warn. What is the word for warning? Even today we learn it. Avisha? What's the word for? Hmm? I didn't get that.
Hands up.
Heads up, yes. Heads up. Not to, we had to throw out, to get rid of, and to warn is to give a heads up. And to have value, what is to have value? Worthwhile. To be worthwhile, yes. Between now and then? Between now and then?
Meantime.
Yes.
In the meantime.
Yes. In the meantime, in the meanwhile, in the meantime or meanwhile. And to have a new opinion.
Change your mind.
Change your mind. Change your mind. Right, that's it. The next point. To heat electricity and heat electricity and water. Can heat of electricity batura
Utilities.
Selama America දාන්න ඒවට ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොයාගන්න ඊට පස්සේ අරක දෙන්න utilities ඊළඟ I almost forget අනේ මට මේ තාපුනේ අමතක වෙනවා
Oh dear.
oh dear හරි ඒකට මේකෙදි හම්බුන වචනයක් තියෙනවා මොකක්ද in this lesson
One more thing.
one more thing. Not in the city.
Country.
In country.
Yes, the country. Trusted source. Trusted source. Trusted කියන්නේ විශ්වාසවන්ත ප්‍රභවයක්. ඒ කියන්නේ විශ්වාසවන්ත ආරංචි මාර්ගයක් වගේ ඒ වගේ. මොකක්ද? විශ්වාසවන්ත ආරංචි විශ්වාස කටයුතු මාර්ගෙහි we have විශ්වාසවන්ත ආරංචියක් විශ්වාසවන්ත කෙනෙක් ඒතර go to person go to place මම හැම වෙලේම යන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන තමයි විශ්වාසවන්ත කරන්නේ විශ්වාසවන්ත පුදුලයි මැෂින් එකක් කැඩුනොත් එහෙම මම යන්නේ අහවල ළඟට එයා තමයි මේකට ගැළපෙන්නම කෙනා මේ වෙලේට හරියන්නේ අන්න අතර තමයි එතන තමයි යන්නේ ඒක තමයි go to place එක එයා තමයි මගේ go to person මට ඔළුව කැක්කමයි හොන my go to doctor is Mr. Pereira. Mr. Pereira is my go to doctor. මම යාළඟට තමයි යන්නේ. මේ go to person go to place කියලා දැනගන්නවා. Next one is for example. What is the word for example? For example. Tell me. What I own Janika.
Say
See?
say say.
I see. Yeah, see. Forget it. Allah දාන්න වැඩක් නෑ. Forget it.
Never mind.
The brain.
Mind.
It means mind. Then obligatory. Obligatory means it is important. It is it's a must. නිවාරණය කරන්න ඕන. නිවාරණය කරේ කියන්නේ
Be required to.
required. A requirement for the beginning. පටන් ගැනීම මේ අවශ්‍යතාවය සපුරාලිය යුතුයි. Prerequisite. Modern features. Navina Panne Gunang. Modern features.
All the bells and whistles.
Whistles.
All the bills and whistles. All the bills and whistles. All the bells and whistles, right? Abigato, this is a house with all the bells and whistles, right? අපිට වාහනයකට කියන්න පුළුවන් this is a vehicle with all the bells and whistles. Right. Next one is in today's world. අද කාලේ, මේ කාලේ,
Out there.
out there. Right. Okay. That's the end of lesson number 6. So we can think about